is there to do? I'm singing to you. What is there to say? I say it anyway.
Undated. Written by my mother Helen to my grandmother the year she died. Diris ma, kumusta ka? Hinaununta nga maayong imong lawas.
She still has her own milk in our freezer. Behind all the too much food from Costco, junk and memories iced up together, her babies.
He shut the front door, banned Spanish, moved the family away. Adios, barrio. Hello, unincorporated Polish suburb. He looked his daughter up and down, punched her in the face with an A-M-O-R tattooed fist, hung on every Spanish word, waiting for the English to come.
He's sweaty and pulling on a silver chain that hangs around an older black man's neck. Tonio's hand squeezes the man's bicep as they talk. I'm drunk, a little stoned too. The club's packed with all kinds of shirtless boys and girls in khaki pants and polo shirts, but does it take too long for me to spot you?
Speak dark ash, charcoal, whispering wind. The goddess Trauma is a neon white skeleton rising from throat to mind's eye. Over Stonehenge Gate. Listen, hear. Stir pine into cherry blossom. Black and red raspberry knedlach.
The man I am never throws the first punch, but struts a muffled peacock sort of violence, like a thundering heartbeat, or a pulled tooth, or a flurry of flapping wings. If I could wear the man I am, I would be brutal grace like Ali, a sweaty butterfly. I pull on the gloves, sure, but my broad shoulders are reserved for honor.
She doesn't trust people who smile a lot, pays her car notes 2 at a time, can't cook worth a damn, cuts her peas in half to hold on to a baseball bat figure, keeps an RCA color track with ferns growing out of the screen.
She and Frank were too tired and hungry to be specific on their carvings. They were up to their elbows in blood, sometimes spitting at the fur of the animal that floated up their nostrils in the dark breeze.
It's a damn hatchet job, but who gives a damn? Looks like Farmer John's wife did this thing,
Frank said, wiping his blade against his boot.
Twist tie, braided ring, woven basket. Fray, unwind, unravel. We learn words to say undone. We have ways to hold tight, squeeze, staple, weld, contain.
Dad was lean and tall with a wide face. He always wore the same thing, a plaid work shirt tucked into jeans with a belt and work boots. His hair was thin, black, with a careful part held in place with Murray's pomade. 10-hour days as a butcher covered his hands with scars and calluses. He grew up on a farm in Bakersfield and would have been considered a redneck if you were white instead of Chinese.
Y mi alma teje raíces sobre estas cuadras sagradas. Despierta. Mission Street yawns wide under the canopy of breaking day. Out-of-breath footsteps tax rickety ladder runs, chase streams of light unveiling the horizon.
How to call out your ancestors' names, both hidden and seen. How to scoop the darkness up with both hands. You know how to tie your soul to a herd of reindeer and cause the thunder to roll.
And when I was in Beverly Hills later that same year, I ran into John Lovitz, the liar on Saturday Night Live. He said he couldn't imagine being portrayed in a major motion picture by another actor. Celebrities, people who actually are famous, realize that it's highly unlikely they will ever be a real-life character in a movie. And like everyone else, they want to know what it feels like to go through that experience.
Double the trouble of toil and rumble, double the slaves, the meek and the humble. All the world's a death waiting to happen. All this death's a life hoping to remain.